the first night we went out and, it was Diet Coke night and we weren't drinking and everybody kept it sober. And then he said the next day, he's like, "Oh, I want to go for chicken korma." So he goes, "I know a guy in the UK and his cousin owns a restaurant in Montreal. We're going there." And then we met the owner of the restaurant. And that's when, he started offering us drugs. And I would say that Tommy held on as long as he could. But after, he was white knuckling his sobriety. And, he's very ADHD and he's very twitchy. And that's when, somebody broke out the cocaine and then, as a witness to trips to the bathroom, and then out came the vodka cokes, and next thing you know, a dragon had been unleashed in this man, and I was like, ooh. And that's when people are going, uh-oh, we have a problem here. He went missing from the hotel. People were panicking. And nobody wanted to go search for him. And I'm like, there is a white boy out there, like, looking for cocaine, guys. And, if something happens to him, this is going to be a fucking international incident. And so we did lean into Ravi, the drug dealer, and said, where the fuck is he? And this kind of thing. And we are going to roast you and cook you if you don't. And so he gave us the number of a massage parlor. And it was like, what the fuck is going on? And I'm thinking in my head, like, I've got an interview planned for him with some VIPs and I'm really not sure if he's going to be okay. And everybody's like, shut up, Bethan, just, be silent. We need to let it run its course. And I was like, okay. And so I left Montreal. I didn't get a chance to say goodbye. He wouldn't come out, or he wasn't around. And so I went back and I did receive a few texts going, right you are, that's over. Get used to it, girls. I'll be fresh as a daisy tomorrow. And I'm like, okay, fresh as a daisy tomorrow. Right. And,
he did tell you, he did say something in passing. You said, well, right. He was drunk and high.
Yes. Yeah. So while we were coming back into the hotel, he's like, right, tour's over. We've sold no tickets. I think they'd sold like 60 tickets. And I'm thinking, like, how are they going to do $80,000? And they've sold 60 tickets at, $50. Like, so 60 times 50, I'm like, they probably made $3,000. Like, that's not even close to 80 grand. Like, how are they going to do this? And he's like, I'm going to Calgary. I'm going to get nicked. And, and then the tour's over. And I was like, and he was drunk, he was high, he was blathering. And I just again, it was another one of those things. I'm just going to plant a flag right there. And so
that's the Bart Simpson meme. What an odd thing to say.
Yeah. And then when I saw that arrest last night it was like midnight Eastern Standard. And I was like, that's what he meant. Oh, and then the Save Tommy thing was out. Like, they had a domain name, they had it ready to go. Like, it was boom. And Alexa was like, Save Tommy so fast. And
blink and you'll miss it.
Give me a lawyer. And I was like, that's what getting nicked meant. And so I knew right there in the core of me that is staged. That is a lie. Like, all of this is shenanigans. He said it to me. I was there. He was intoxicated. It slipped out. So I went to bed last night, like, kind of upset, feeling that, I've just been a witness to a lie. And actually I got a text and this morning, and, and I felt really conflicted about what to do, because they told me, shut up about this debauchery, Beth, and shut up. And I had promised to shut up about the debauchery. But once they did the SaveTommy.com and they started I'm like, that's how you make your $80,000, folks, right there.
Yep.
So now you're getting all these grannies. And I know my mom was one of those grannies, like, oh, Tommy, don't hurt Tommy. It's one thing to dupe, but, you're duping my people. And And I feel for the grandmothers that are opening up their wallets right now and they're like, save Tommy, you know, and I'm like, Grandma, don't you dare, like, you know, close up your wallet. You're being had. Tommy, if you are doing drugs and you're doing drugs with prostitutes, like, you're not defending women. Who runs these brothels? Like, it is Muslims, it is Indians, it's the Chinese. Who are they exploiting? Like, marginalized, maybe some white girls, minority girls. Like, you're exploiting women, and you're supposed to be out there defending our white girls, you know, from Rotherham. Like, that was the line for me. It's like, you're actually betraying us, and you're betraying my girls. And I know that that's not how you guys roll. And so I've said what I've said. I've done it now.